All right, now let's get back to weather with Pat Cavlin. And Pat, earlier you said something about Galveston breaking a record, but my friend with this forecast, you kind of sound like a broken record with the temperatures hovering around the 90s the rest of the week.
Well, get used to it because nothing's changing. Good news, though, at least we had a lot of sunshine tonight. I mean, it was perfect out there except for the hot temperatures. Tons of sun, not as much cloud coverage as yesterday, so a lot of us were able to get a little bit warmer. Now down to 89 degrees. That's a 2-degree difference from where we were this time yesterday, but factor in the humidity and it feels like it's closer to 100 degrees. That being said, air quality looks pretty good. Visibility up to 10 miles now over downtown. As we take you through the rest of the evening, skies will stay clear, temperatures will drop, but we don't drop that much because notice we'll go from sunshine to more clouds here as we get into the evening and into the overnight, and that's going to act as an insulator to keep the temperatures up in the mid to upper 70s. Satellite radar, though, pretty quiet right now. On the wider shot, you can see more of the same. Nothing going on across the state. High pressure firmly in charge. That's going to stay there here as we go through the overnight. So it's clouds and humidity for us tonight. As we get into tomorrow, it's a hot and sunny start to the week. Temperatures back to the low and mid 90s for everyone, and nothing changes. Notice how nothing crosses the area. No weather systems, no storm fronts, nothing. I mean, we just stay quiet here with high pressure in charge, and so the same pattern will continue every single day with a mix of sun and clouds, and we are going to stay hot. Heat will continue to grow across the area because of the jet stream. So the jet stream stays well to the north, and that's going to allow a heat ridge to develop. And so heat and humidity continues to build, not just for us here in the southern plains, but all the way up into the Great Lakes and eventually out towards the East Coast as we get into the middle and the end part of the week. And that lines up with the Climate Prediction Center forecast here as we go through the last 2 weeks of May, expecting above normal temperatures here from the desert Southwest all the way into the Northeast here as we go through May 18th. For us here at home, we get a little bit of a dip for Tuesday and Wednesday down to the low 90s. Then we're back to the mid 90s here for Thursday and Friday. Normal high this time of year, 85. So at the very least, we're about 6 degrees above that as we get into the middle part of the week. And that's just air temperature. Throw in the humidity and it feels even worse. Tomorrow afternoon feels like 102 at Bush. More of the same for Conroe and Huntsville. Feels like the upper 90s as you get closer to the coast, because even though temperatures might be a few degrees cooler with that onshore flow, the humidity will be higher as you get closer to the Gulf. So again, the feels like numbers, the great equalizer here. As we get into tomorrow, yet again, feels like 95 to 100 degrees, 93 the actual temperature for Conroe, 94 for Katy and Houston, same for League City, 90 for Angleton, 85 Galveston. We actually may end up in the upper 80s again, but look at that, 96 for Navasota. So really high temperatures here. And yeah, it's a copy and paste kind of forecast, hot every single day. We could see a few extra clouds in the loop as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday, but we stay dry. That's just because a front kind of dies out nearby. Temperatures, though, in the lower 90s for those days. Then by Thursday and Friday, we're back to the mid 90s. It feels like the 100s, and then maybe just an isolated chance for a spot shower or storm by next weekend, but it'll be the exception, not the rule. If you see anything, bottom line here, Xavier, for the next week, we don't really see anything in terms of relief from the heat and relief from those drought conditions. The new drought report coming out Thursday. We'll have to see how the areas down by the coast fared after the rain that we got on Thursday. But all in all, very summer-like pattern here to get us started for the month of May.
Oh, keep in mind, we're supposed to be in the mid 80s, Pat. All right. Thank you, sir.